Hello, welcome to a food editing video. I'm not sure what I'm going to call these, but for right now, I'm just going to call it a food recipe editing video. Doesn't have a great ring to it, but I think I'll figure something out in the near future. With that being said, my dinner tonight, or I may say last night, because it's a little over 12:44 in the morning right now. Just got back from something, and I decided to do another video. The last video was okay, however, I did not decide to use that edit at all. I went back and said, nope, don't like it. So I went back and I redid the edit. I don't think it was too effective of a video or an edit, so I'm doing it over, and I'm happy with that. Okay, so my food tonight, my dinner tonight, was that, but it's not that one. That's a thumbnail. That's the thumbnail for this video. I did a thumbnail, so it'd be under no stuff, which means new stuff. Anyway, so let's see. Let's find our unedited version. It looks like it's edited. There it is. Okay, that's great. So it's gonna be 5188736. What's this one? It's gonna be the copy. Yeah, I edited that. Oh. Yep. Okay, so let's go ahead. And I'll leave to the recipe in the description of the video, so you'll know how to make it. I have it all typed out already, I just have to cut and paste. I did that last night because it's now this morning. So anyway, with that being said, let's go to our Lightroom, Photoshop Lightroom, and let's load not our thumbnail up, but let's load our file up. Go to File, Add Photos. And some of those photos are, I don't want you to see, but you saw them already. That's okay. Because you know what? It's not just about the photo. There's a lot more to it. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Didn't smack the mic a little bit. A little backhand action. So we were doing the copy. If I'm correct, not mistaken. Yes, so let's do that. And this was very delicious, by the way. It was as good tasting as it was looking. And I'm not just saying that, because this is one of my special recipes that I enjoy making myself. I made a little tweak to it this time, and I used orange. I don't always use orange. I think this is like maybe the first, this might be like the second or third time I've ever done that. A lot of the time, well, I don't even write my stuff down. I do it by eye a lot of the times. I know what goes in teriyaki, but I've adjusted my levels. So this is pretty much my own recipe. I mean, I've made it in the past with other people's recipes, but I've made enough changes to all those recipes that I could definitely call this my own. If anybody is similar, it's coincidental. With that being said, let's go to our values right here. So we have, now what I want to do here is what I usually do with these. And I already have the right brush size. This was a little large actually, so let's reduce that a little bit. Let's get our feather down a little bit too, the edges right there. And I don't have my handy dandy laser pointer. I don't know what happened to it. It's kicking around somewhere. That's not important, because I can always use my pen. The only problem I really had with this photo was cleaning up the dish. Do you see right here? That was really tough to get off the plate. Maybe I'll get better at that. Maybe I'll use my knife with a towel. Kind of use the, I don't know, but I got so frustrated trying to clean that off. Hopefully that's something I will get better at in the near future. So let's take our values down. Let's put our shadows up so we know where we're highlighting. I'm just going to take these back down because this is set to my previous edit. And I don't want to use my previous edit because then I won't be really editing. I'll just be kind of talking and saying, hey, look, I just highlighted something. Yay, it looks great. I don't want to do that right now. That's kind of what I did for my first video, and that's why I didn't put it up, because it was a little lazy. Just because I didn't have ample time to rest. So anyway, I'm going to left click, hold it down. I don't know why I can't see that. Let's try something else. There we go. So now I can see where it's highlighting. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it. So let's get that fish. Let's get this center right here. Let's keep on going. Let's get that whole orange. You could see it now. I know you can see it now. If you're paying attention, you saw that. So I just want to highlight this whole area. I don't want to bother with that because that's in the background. I want to highlight the background. You know, why would I want to draw attention to my background? Because that's not what is important. Because it's not in focus. I think it looks a lot better it being dim. So I want to brighten this orange. So let's take our highlights up to around 20. Let's fix that because it didn't really do any. Oh, I see where it is. Okay, it's on the fish. I want to take these up a little bit just to make it a little light and kind of stand out. But I don't want to make it so much that it's just full of light, because I don't want it to stick out. I really don't. The only thing I really want to stand out right here is kind of the centerpiece, which is the orange. So I want that to be brighter than the fish, but I do want the fish to be noticeable because it does look great. Definitely. I don't know, but you should try it. I mean, it tasted great to me. I used an air fryer. I put directions for different types of ovens in there because I know not everybody has an air fryer, but if you have an air fryer, definitely put it in the air fryer. I'll put the directions again in the description. Where's my weights? I need to get going here because I don't want to draw this video out too. I want to keep it under 12. Let's see what happens. Let's get our whites up a little bit. Let's see what we're going to do with our darks or blacks. I like them deep. I like a deep contrasty, look in the blacks in my photos. I'm a big fan of that color, if you don't know me. I like blue too, but an aquamarine. I like all colors. I drive a black car and I wear a lot of black. One of my colors. Let's bring the texture up a little bit to make it kind of like, let's bring it down. No, don't like it. Oh, the one thing I was saying about these photos in my other video that I haven't included in this yet, and I want to hurry this up because I don't know how long this is going to be. Here, I'm messing up the clarity right now. Let's bring that up just a touch. I don't think there's a lot of haze in this photo. Nope, the only haze is the stuff I put in there, so let's just put it to +6, because it usually sharpens the image a little bit. I don't want to mess with that saturation. Well, I do. I just want to bring it to 0. I don't feel like doing it. Maybe we'll put it +4. I don't like really, especially with these photos, I don't like really super saturated stuff. It's just not my style for my work, especially with this type of work. I want it to look professional. Food photography. Oh, the one thing that I'm doing is that I raised my f-stop for this to, I think this is like an 18 stop, which is very difficult to shoot if you don't know how to take a long exposure. I think I was only doing it at about, I was doing ISO 320. I like to stick there for some reason. It's my preference. And I think a 1/4 of a second shutter speed. But anyway, the f-stop, when you raise the f-stop, you decrease the size of your camera opening. I can't remember what it's called right now, the diaphragm, I believe. I'd have to look it up, I don't remember. But the opening that lets the light in the camera, I know what it is, I just don't know the technical term offhand. Take me 2 seconds to look up. But anyway, so it decreases the amount of light that gets in, so it becomes like almost like a little kind of near pinhole. So I had to really longly expose to get enough light on the sensor to make a good photo. Which, the longer you take a shot, the more texture you can get in. So this whole surface, you see, is in. It's not one of those really fast shots that you just get like this portion of the fish in. I think this makes for better photography for food. You see, you can see some of the bokeh right there in that. That means the blurring. So you definitely see that in the background. I think this looks great. I like this style of shooting with the long exposure for my food. I looked at a lot of photos and I like those the best. That's the ones that I want to do. I don't like a lot of, people think that, and I did this too when I was first starting out, that I thought, just a fine focal length, I would have a strip like that. Oh my God, I'm such a great photographer. It's like, no. I look back at some of my photos and I go, oh my goodness, what is that? Like, what was I thinking? Because you really have to judge by your subject matter what kind of f-stop you need, what frame you're going to need, what lens you're going to need. It's a complicated process, and it takes a lot of years of experience to learn that. So I like this. This is what I'm going to stick with my professional food shots, and that works for me. I think I'm going to end this video here because I'm happy with this as it is. I could put this out. I already have one out. It looks very, very similar, so I'm not actually going to put this one out because I'm not going to re-edit the thumbnail. So, yeah. I'm going to put the recipe and some simple directions on how to make it. Basically, you put all the stuff in a plastic bag and throw it in your fridge. But you have to do some chopping. Some stuff you can buy minced or whatever. But you should definitely try this recipe, especially if you have an air fryer, because it was excellent in my air fryer tonight. I like my air fryer. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Like I said, I hope if you're interested in this kind of orange teriyaki salmon that you try it out. And I thank you so much for watching, and thank anybody who's given me support on my Facebook page and here on YouTube so much. It means a lot, and thank you, and take care of yourselves. Say good night, but I think it's good morning. Whatever. Goodbye.